Right now, the Memphis Police Department operates under its inclement weather policy. Drivers involved in minor crashes should exchange information with the other driver, take pictures of the damage, and then call the nearest police station within 5 days. Now, this policy is put in place during extreme weather events to keep both drivers and MPD officers safe.
Joining us today here on A Better Memphis, we're delighted to welcome Deputy Chief Webb Kirkdorfer with the Memphis Police Department. And Deputy Chief, thanks for being here, first of all.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right, we're going to talk first about the patrol division's role when we have winter weather in a day like today. So what's it like?
So first of all, let me thank all the men and women in the patrol division, especially over the last 24 to 30 hours that have been out in this inclement weather, doing a wonderful job, a great job protecting the citizens of Memphis. Their job is just that. And my job is to make sure they continue to function as normal in an inclement weather day as they would on a normal day when we have great weather.
All right, and it's been going well for them?
Absolutely,
good,
yes ma'am.
Good. Now, MPD has 9 precincts to cover 300 square miles, 24/7, 365. That's a lot of area to patrol. So let's talk about staffing. How many patrol officers does MPD have, and what's the goal?
So we have 2,000 sworn officers. We're approved to have 2,500 sworn officers. The goal would be to reach 2,300 sworn officers. That's why we're constantly always recruiting everywhere we go, trying to find those people that are individuals that are in law enforcement, want a law enforcement career, and always trying to get them to join the MPD. And if there's anyone out there today that is interested in becoming a part of the Best in Blue, which the Memphis Police Department is, please go to joinmpd.com and you find all the information you need to become a part of this great organization.
Well, police officers, like the rest of us, are human beings. Life events happen. What is a standard operating procedure for MPD when you have a large amount of folks calling in sick, or you have officers who have to take care of children who are out of school unexpectedly and don't have anybody to take care of the kids?
So we have a detailed emergency response plan in place in case something like that happens. And that plan would allow us to move officers from one division or one area of the city to another area of the city to make sure we have the amount of coverage we need all over the city of Memphis.
Right. Uniform patrol is the strength of MPD, responsible for patrolling all areas of the city. I know the department has worked to improve community policing. What role does patrol play in all that?
So our uniform patrol officers play the biggest role in that because those are the officers that interact with the citizens on a daily basis. They're the ones that you see driving up and down the street in the patrol cars, answering calls for service, and having the most interaction with the citizens, like I said. So they play the biggest part. But our officers also play a big part because they love to step outside of their patrol cars and meet people on areas or places where it's not necessarily normal patrol function duties, and have just simple conversations with them. And those conversations lead to the officers and the citizens understanding each other, which bridges the gap between officers and the civilians and builds trust.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
So, yes.
And you rose through the ranks here at MPD, and here you are on the top brass now. But you know that through community policing, through relationships with the citizenry of our community, we can make a better Memphis because folks will tell you what's really going on when you know their name and they know yours.
Absolutely. So when there's trust, there is absolutely, and that's part of building the community relations with the Uniform Patrol, but each division within the Memphis Police Department. And we do a great job at doing that, and we're striving to do better each day. And that is the key because we only have so many officers, as you know, and those eyes are our eyes too. So that's why we say if you see something, say something. And they play such a major role, the citizens do, in us solving our crimes.
All right. What would you like for the community to know when they see your patrol officers in their cars? What would you like for them to know about those officers?
That's a great question. So the community should know that Memphis police officers out there each and every day are a part of their community. All right, they patrol the community, they live in the community, they live in the same neighborhoods as the citizens, they shop at the same stores, they attend the same church, they use the same parks and other amenities that this great city has. So we are just like them. They love serving this community, they do an awesome job at it, so the citizens need to know that. Also, as I touched on earlier, they like to have interactions outside their normal patrol functions. So if citizens see the officers riding in the patrol car on a bike, not on today, like not today, but are on the beat, please just stop, say hello to them, wish them well, thank them for what they're doing, and that goes a long way to help the officers.